What's happening, YouTube? I'm back in the swing of things over here. Happy New Year to everybody. Compliments of the season. Today, I'm going to be doing a very different sort of reaction. It's going to be The Weeknd, and the track that we're going to review and react to is How Do I Make You Love Me? Sounds very appropriate for me. And this is off his latest album called Dawn FM. Crazy buzz around this album. People are saying that it's quite amazing, and also people like Timbaland, for example, he's comparing this album to the likes of Thriller by Michael Jackson. That is a huge statement, and that is a huge compliment as well, coming from the great Timbaland himself. Okay, so without further ado, I'm not going to talk too much over here. Before I do though, I just hope everybody had a fantastic December and holiday season, and you all are safe and sound and in good health with your families and your friends. So here we go. This is The Weeknd. How Do I Make You Love Me? 3, 2, 1. Wow, already an 80s flavor going.
We're going back in time. I'd like to see you try unpacking thoughts through tunnels in your mind. I'll fix your mushroom tea and cross the restless sea. Release yourself to escape reality. It doesn't faze you. I need a breakthrough. I only want what's right in front of me.
Whoa.
It's quite unusual.
I love the 80s sound, by the way.
Approval, begging for it desperately.
I love the sound so much. Such a vibe.
How do I make you love me?
How do I make you love me?
How do I make you fall for me? How do I make you want me? And make it last eternal. How do I make you love me? How do I make you fall for me?
Very cool.
How do I make you want me? And make it last eternal.
I'm gonna pause over here for a second. I hope you don't mind. So far, I love that he just jumped into the song. There was no specific build-up, or it's not trying too hard to do certain things. The song just goes and it flows into that chorus so easily, as well as out so easily. The 80s sound is so beautifully done on the song. It feels like a transportation, back into the 80s. The sound is so fantastically done. The lyrics are cool. Abel can sing. We all know this, so his singing is quite on point as well. I love the vibe. It's such a vibe. I can see this going down very well with the party vibe and festivals and so on and so forth. So here we go. So far so good, I like it.
Real you girl, you don't have to hide. Forget about what your daddy said, I'll teach you how to shine. And all the things you tolerated made you cold inside. But I can light you up again like embers of a fire. It doesn't faze you, I need a breakthrough. I only want what's right in front of me. It's quite unusual, seeking approval, begging for it desperately. I say, how do I make you
Lovely.
love me?
Oh, the way that beat comes in is so awesome.
Make you want me. And make it last eternal. How do I make you love me? How do I make you fall for me? How do I make you want me? And make it last eternal.
Is that it? You're just rolling with that flavor. I love it. I absolutely love it. awesome stuff. 3.5 minute song. Isn't this the intro to Take My Breath Away, I think? Okay, so that was How Do I Make You Love Me by The Weeknd. That song is fantastic. If you're a person that was born in the 80s or was living through the 80s, or someone that just appreciates the sound of the 80s, this song encapsulates the 80s perfectly. So if you appreciate the 80s sound like I do, I grew up with bands like Depeche Mode, Ace of Base. In the 90s and 2000s, it was also some Jamiroquai as well. So that's where my love and appreciation for the 80s sound and synth and so on stems from. It's because the sound reminds me of my childhood. I mean, what's better than that, you know? So that's why I've got this sentimental attachment to the sound of the 80s, because it's my childhood, you know? Even though I was born in the 80s, late 80s, 86 actually, throughout I would say the early 90s, you were still experiencing that after effect of the late 80s. So let me let you in on something. So yes, I'm a metalhead. I'm also quite a big trance head. I love trance and metal predominantly. However, I'm not limited to those two only. I'm quite open when it comes to music. I listen to anything that sounds good, and if it sounds bad, regardless of the genre, I'll say it sounds bad. This sounds fantastic. Okay, so the thing about Abel, The Weeknd, is that he's a very talented guy, and I like the fact that he's so fluid and not fluid. I think liquid is a better word. He's so liquid in terms of his style and the genres that he crosses through. You know, I mean, it's quite apparent and evident right across his body of work. He can go from singing and doing he can go from singing and doing a very raunchy, dirty sort of sounding song that people just love, especially the women, to something as innocent sounding as this. And he'll do it effortlessly and it'll sound really good. So I'm really excited for the rest of the album. There's a crazy buzz about this album. So I'll definitely be giving that a go. And so I'm not just all about metal, ladies and gents. I know most of my subscribers signed up because, of the metal reactions and so on. But for those guys and girls, my tribe, the next video that I'm going to upload is especially dedicated to you. I believe Korn has come out with a new song, and I believe a Korn album is on the way. So I'm going to be doing a Korn song next. So tune in for that one. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And that's it from me, guys. Check you out on the next one.